Alright, we are back to RPG Quest, and we're back to game 222 on our list, which is Dragon Warrior Monsters on the Game Boy Color. Nephew's back home. Time to keep going, Dragon Warrior Monsters. We got to, I did all the dungeons I have access to right now, as far as I can think of. So the only thing left is to try rank S, and which according to the game should unlock the Starry Night Tournament, which is I guess the main goal of the game, so probably getting close. Obviously there's more dungeons left, but we'll go from there. So start up the game and kick some ass. Alright, switch seats. Alright, switch has been set. Hey here, how's it going? Alright, so let's continue where we left off. So we just timer. So we just so we got our Arc Demon. So I think this team should probably, I don't know, hopefully we'll be able to handle rank S. We were able to handle A. I think S, we're probably fine. Especially with the Queen having hustle now. It's not cheap though. 10,000! You can barely afford that. Guess that's really the... Other than buying like prime stakes for your minions, the ranks are basically the only other reason for money. Ladies and gents, welcome to the arena. A new challenger is here today. Ladies and gents, please welcome Terry. Hey Mary. Yes. Nephew has been played with. He's now resting back home. Trying to attempt rank S. Now begin the first match. See how bad we do. Oh yeah. When the nephew comes, he wants to play one game, Minecraft. Nephew loves Minecraft, as all kids seem to. I remember trying rank S before. I think I got to the second round. We're probably gonna be fine here. I know, right? Imagine having a cool gaming uncle like Land and then wanting to play Minecraft. It's like you can choose any of these games. Yeah, I'll play Minecraft. It's like, eh. One day he'll grow. He'll grow up and appreciate the awesomeness of RPG. Let's see here. Let's have everybody charge. Wait, no. It's charge, and mixed. Yeah, it's true, right? Minecraft Dungeon, I'm sure you'd love that. Best of both worlds. No, you know, I tried to get him to play like modern Minecraft, and he's not interested. He's just interested in like, you know, building stuff in creative mode and like regular Minecraft. That's pretty much what he likes to do. No speak. Not the lure dance, goddammit. Why is it always the lure dance? I remember trying the demo with him with that, and same thing. He was just more interested in building stuff than actually doing any of the, like advancing any of the story. Like for him, he likes the building part. Yeah, he plays with Legos and stuff like that, so it's pretty much like the building part is what interests him the most. I think in Minecraft, he doesn't like playing Minecraft in survival mode. It's all about the building things. Oh yeah, it's definitely creative. He'll become a game developer. Yep, he'll be an engineer. He'll build houses. The first match, the victory goes to the challenger. I begin the second match. Hey Ninja Devin. Surprised you played this game for 41 hours. Well, there's a lot to do in this game. There's a lot of monsters to catch, a lot of breeding to do. It's one of those games that, you know, I don't feel rushed to play either, so it's like, it's one of those chill games, you know what I mean? Mario Paint. Oh man. No, I never played Mario Paint as a kid. This is, well, I mean, furniture required the accessory, but yeah. I could see him enjoying that. Put on cautious, just so she can heal up. Charge and charge. These guys look like they're weak. It's like, oh, these are just weak monsters, and they kicked my ass last time. I gotta be careful here. Ooh. Luckily, only one person is weak to fire. Ow. 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 Oh, that's close. Yeah, that was a really tough first round. Jeez. Yeah, you know, it's too bad they didn't announce anything about Dragon Quest Walk or whatever they call it coming into North America. I mean, it's very doubtful they'll release it outside of Japan ever, but it would be cool. But yeah, it's probably gonna be Japan only forever. Second group done. That was kind of close there. That attack from that ant. Yep, Dragon Quest Walk. It's basically like It's like Pokemon Go, but you know, with Dragon Quest. It's like Dragon Quest is somehow copying Pokemon for some reason. That's the first time it's done that. The Metal Loving Master, Metal Man. Oh, we gotta fight Metal Man now. He's gonna have. Okay, I was gonna say he's gonna have metal. Oh, he has a metal babble. You got a. Looks like a Roboster, a Metal Drake, and a Metal Babble. It's not about luck, but about one's ability. Much less urgent. Yeah, no kidding, right? Jenkins Walk. Isn't there like a Pokemon Sleep or something like that? Pokemon's like, no, you can't outdo us with just being like doing nothing. Nothing to do with winning. Of course, I would be a bit envious. It's actually my first time fighting a metal babble. Metabble. Alright, let's do mixed. Charge, mix. Explode it. Oh, God. Well, that's a great first round. Our strongest character is dead. Well then. Might as well just reload here because obviously, yeah, that was a nasty, nasty first round. It looks like that the Metal Drake was using that ability that has a chance, like, it does a lot of damage, but it can also hit his own allies. So I just got unlucky and got hit with the Metal Queen of all people. Man, I wish I could control my guys. I would just like throw increase on everybody. You have no control. You can hint at what to use, but that's it. Man, that help. It's Rumble! Alright, let's try this again. Man, rank S is not... I mean, the start of your night tournament's gonna be a step up in the rank S. It's gonna suck. Alright, so you do mixed, you do charged. What is... I don't remember what Draco has in terms of debuffs. I don't think he has anything. I think it's purely like attacks and healing. She casts Barrier. Like, none of these guys have any sort of breath attack, so... Yeah, he's not exactly the smartest, unfortunately. God, I hate this dancing. Stop it. Man, it's a good thing Draco is immune to dancing. Or if he's not, he's like really resistant to it. Going for the ass rank. You know it. Middle Queen keeps shaking that booty. Second fight. This one's slightly more dangerous. I really wish I could get them to cast Increase. I would protect them against a lot of the damage, but... if I put them on Mixed, they're just going to cast, like, Barrier and... okay, good. Cast Increase this time. Snowstorm. Chunky Boudet. Man, this is with the increase on. Okay, set her unconscious, charge, and charge. We all know you already have that installed. Good. Ugh, great. I was gonna try healing for that last turn, but yeah, this is a bad way to get into the last. I can set Draco on cautious. That'll get him to heal himself. Problem is, the enemy is pretty fast, so probably screwed here, but. Okay, you go in mixed, you go in cautious, you go in mixed. Yeah, that's what I figured. Explode it. Thanks, buddy. No more exploded, at least. Arch is dead. Chico's gonna try to revive him. Killed himself. Nice. Might actually do this. Like, the weakest one is left, so... Nice! That was lucky. Whoa. I'm lucky that the Metal Drake killed the Metal Babel, and the Metal Drake killed himself. If it wasn't for that, I got really lucky with his attacks there that can attack allies and friends, or allies and enemies. Yeah, I know, right? Best teammate ever. Congratulations, we have a new winner. That's why I got rid of that ability as soon as I noticed what it did. Round of applause for Master Terry. Not only that, everybody's still alive at the end. Well done, you survived S-Class. You're a Master and Representative Great Tree. Master Terry, you became our rep at last. The king needs you, this way. It's working out for us. Terry, at last, you're in the final match. I've waited for this day. From now on, you can use all of the rooms in the Chamber of Traveler's Gates. Oh my! How are you, King of Great Tree? Is there any master who was able to survive the S-Class? Don't be silly. You're sarcastic as always. Why wouldn't there be a master? I mean, if the final has two people fighting, one of them is gonna win. So that person survived S-Class. So, I mean, I don't know. You're standing next to our rep. Oh, I didn't notice. I thought he was janitor. What are we, like 14? 13, 14? You've already heard about the monster master of my kingdom. Rumor has it that our rep is the strongest master. I love how they have to mention King of Great Log every, like, second line, so it takes up, like, the entire one line of the text box here. You'll lose. Get used to the idea. Ha 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 ha. I'm looking forward to the tournament. Ha 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 ha. Whatever, he doesn't know how strong you are. But Terry, people always want to know the future. We still have time before the tournament. Why not go behind the gate of reflection? Heard you can meet your future self there. See if you can actually meet your future self. You'll see if you can win, or I'll say no more. Busy, busy, busy. Well, the S-Class is, like, the Starry Night tournament is the main goal. Monster Master Terry, Great Tree is shaking. The quake is starting. Oh, it's opening up new areas. Yeah. It's gonna be like a 50, 60 hour game, probably. Shake it, baby. Shake those leaves. I assume Great Tree is encouraging you, too. Come on, Master Terry. Go to the Chamber of Traveler's Gate. The Gate of Reflection is located in the Room of Reflection. The Gate of Reflection is located in the Room of Reflection. Yeah, that's useful. Alright, let's go see what new areas opened up. Probably a bunch of new gates. Heading up here. Let's go see anything new. We jump down here yet? Answer is no. Smack. Monsters become lively when the Starry Night nears. I wonder if the stars give us power. This guy have any new, No, this guy's never gonna have any stupid tiny metals. I'm never gonna finish that 13 tiny metals I need. Mostly garbage, but sometimes I catch good stuff. Sometimes as in never. So nothing new up here. This is probably a new Store of the Bazaar. Maybe that, there's that one place that we couldn't get to. There was like a gate. It might be open now. And this store here probably reopened, I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, it's open again. I've been alone for a long time. I'm lonely. I can't stand being alone anymore. Won't be picky about customers anymore. I've changed. Alright, What's this guy sell? Quest book, horror. Okay, these books changed personalities. I had a comedy book before. I don't know. Smart probably makes them more intelligent. I don't know what Quest would do. Maybe this guy will give us some more details. Enjoy, Starry Night. It seems the merchant has turned over a new leaf. Want to know what the books the guy is selling? Yes. Seeing a monster read a quest book makes them brave. Seeing them read a horror book makes them cowardly. A nice book makes them gentle. Cheater book makes them cold. Smart book makes them think hard. Funny book makes them goofy. Might not work well with only one try. Great, could buy multiple ones. I mean, I don't see any advantage to these personality things, so... Let me tell you a scary story. There's a foreign master with 8 heads like an orochi, hair like Medusa's eye, and a mouth like coil birds. So do I combine like a coil bird and a coil bird wouldn't be no, coil bird is not a dragon. Because I figure Medusa eye might make orochi, unless I have to combine a Medusa eye, an orochi, and a coil bird eventually. It's an amazing story. She's new. Hi, little master. What a gloomy face. Would you like me to make you smile? Is she gonna give us a puff puff? Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. Oh, victory. It's just sure thing. Where was she tickling? Aw, how are we supposed to get here? But maybe this place would have opened up. She's got some information. But no. You really go to see your future self? How horrible. Well, I won't say any more. Future cannot be told the one who goes to the future. Okay, well, she's talking about this reflection thing that we just did. Hey, Brian. Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3 on the Game Boy? Nice. I plan on replaying those two, which is going to be pretty cool. You need to see the differences between the original ones. Is personality tied to the charge tactic? Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. It's good if you use charge a lot. Oh, yeah, this guy ever... No, he's still not gonna let us... I totally forgot this place. I'm never going to let anyone through Travis Gate. Show you stubbornness. I wonder if this guy is ever gonna like let us pass. Someone next to me sings a lot with his voice, but his voice sucks. It sounds like a monster cry. The person next to me sings a lot, and his voice sucks, huh? Like next to her, as in this guy? Maybe we have to out-stubborn this guy. I'm stubborn too. Three more tries and... Ah! This guy is way too stubborn for me. Go like this and then try to go over here? No. Got all the Dragon Quests. What about 4? You're missing 4! Yeah, I guess 4 was never re-released on Game Boy, was it? All the other ones were released on Game Boy except for 4. Was it ever re-released in any way, actually? Other than the original NES one? At least in North America, obviously in Japan, it's probably released like 50 billion different ways. On DS? Gotcha. but he was actually a copycat. No! Rep, a kid like you, liar. Hello, wakey wakey. Stop dreaming. Hey, down the stairs is the Shrine of Starry Night. Smartphone, yeah, of course on smartphones. No new goopies. This earthquake didn't really do much. Didn't really open up any new areas. All it did is open up the path to that one merchant. Kind of disappointed. I think more things would have happened. Microwave. I was going to end the best streamer. I don't know. It's not Doom. Let's go talk to the guys in the arena, see if anything... Probably missed out on the chance of combining with this guy's Yeti, actually, now that I think about it. Read my Yeti? Maybe not. Did we pick up a curse lamp? For the queen? I think we did. Your mother, come on, baby. Repeat after me. Booba, booba. I learned about the Gate of Reflection? Sure. I want to tell you this. I think evil beasts, shadows, evil wands, slimeborgs. Oh, we can pick up a slimeborg. Fill up that spot of our monster table. Lizard men, grizzlies, and fireweeds were there. And there was a monster that uses palsier. That's paralysis. The guardian there is Duran. Or something like that. Did I fight Duran already? No, I'm not. You want to know about the Gate of Reflection? So I don't remember much, but I think there were wyverns, Slynexes. Wait, is there like 2 Gates of Reflection? Mad hornets, rot ravens, and jewel bags living there. I think mad hornets attack with poison and paralysis. Guarding there was... No, I cannot. I have a headache. Leave me alone. So it must be 2 Gates of Reflection. There's a lot of different monsters. That or it's a huge dungeon. This guy's talking about king slimes. Watching me, you can't figure out why I'm raising slimes. Even though this is a mirror slime, when I repeat breeding, haha. Helis is for healer 9x, yes. You defeated me, I didn't even have a chance. Your power's great, let me give you my monster. It's called the Stone Man. Please accept it. A master from the kingdom, he has 3 eyes on his hairy face. Please be careful. Good luck. Alright, let's go see if we have that mad, not mad candle. What the hell was it? I already forgot what the queen wanted, but... Well, I mean, I could try combining it with, like, one of my other monsters, but I wouldn't combine with these monsters. I think of the Yeti. Because when they offer it to you, they just wanted you to breed it, right? I'm assuming? Actually, did he mention breeding, or did he mention... Either way, I don't have any room. Or does it? Either way, I have no room in my, my monster farm maxed out. At least in this one, I'd have to switch it to the other batch. I'll probably breed some of these monsters there once I give this to the queen and see what she wants next. And then I'll pick them up at that point. Bring Quest Heroes 1 and 2 for PS4, trade in for your brother Xbox 360 12 games. It's a good deal. Cheers. 2 games for a system and 12 games. Yes, please. With you, the victory in tournament isn't just a dream. I have to raise stronger monsters too. Say, why not breed with my Medley? I can grab my Medley. Is it in this team? And I can make a Metal Babble. Let's do that. Metal Babble, that's what it'll... Metal Babble, go! I'm assuming it's Metal Babble, because that's the step in between the Metal Slimes and the Metal King. Metal King's 2 Metal Babbles, so 99% chance Metal Babble. Oh, it's a curse lamp. Nasty. Well done for bringing it here. Here's your reward. It's a defense seed. He's a Wesley. That's definitely a good deal. 2 RPGs. I must comply with my next wish. I want to see a Medley. God damn it. Seriously, game. When was my last save? Did I save after the tournament? This game, man. I don't think I saved after the tournament. Didn't do any breeding either. This is just... goddamn game. Whatever. Red and shiny metal. I can just go downstairs and grab another one. Bring a lot of sirloins. Ugh. No, I don't want to redo that fight. Why did I not save after that fight? Whatever. That's like the trolliest thing ever. It's like, yeah, you know that thing you just combined with the thing? Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. Actually, when I chose to breed, it would have saved anyways, right? So yeah, that wouldn't work. Because when I chose to breed with the Metal Man's monster, I didn't even notice if it asked me to save, but it would have saved automatically. So yeah. Time to go get some. And then I'm gonna make a Metal Drake to make another one. That's a slap in the face. Such a pain in the ass to get one of those too. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to do some more breeding. Oh yeah, I know that. I just wanted the Metal Slime just to have it in my, like, or the Metal Babble just to have it in my, my log. Metal Babble's gonna have like 5 HP. Man, what a slap in the face. Alright, let's see what we can breed here. Oh, we have this land owl as well. Put a ape with an owl. It's gonna make it a stronger owl, or a stronger ape. Catfly? Wait, aren't those both? Oh, the owl must be a bird. Trying to think of like any rare ones. Not rare, but uncommon ones. I was gonna say that's Lizard Man? No, it's Lava Man. Still gotta make a frickin' like Iceman. Gotta find a combination for Iceman. I imagine Blizzardry would be part of it. I don't have any materials that would combine. None of these are materials. The lamp is material. It's Coil Bird. Jewel Bag. Balzac. Because they're both material. Devil, Madmere, Coil Bird. Have we ever had a Coil Bird actually? I can just make that just to get a Coil Bird. Land Owl combined with Funky Bird. Just make a stronger Land Owl, yeah. Slime King. Try the Slime King. Oh, it's male. That doesn't help. Picky. Picky. Is that a bird and slime combo? No. Yeah, it's just a bird and slime combo. Just never made that one. Flora J with the king, another piggy. Alright, let's make a, was it the clam plus the Flying J, was that the one? Quail bird, yeah. I mean, never had one, so just to get it done. Both are crappy monsters anyways. Seabird is the word. Switch that to the other side so we can get some experience. The quail bird is a material type? I guess it would be. What do we have on this side? We got Balzac, we got a wing slime. I remember half of these. Misty Wing, Momonja, Cobra, Pixie. I don't know. Switch my Metal Babble to this side just for try to get a little bit of experience on it in the background. It's got 3 HP, wow, which is sad. We want on this side that doesn't, that we don't need on this side. It's Iron Turtle, Orange. Pick up our arch. Let's go pick up that stone man. Feels like there should be more goopies. See, the other goopy mentioned brothers. There's only one other goopy. The monster from the slime flame made a metal draw. Medley is born. Yeah, you make a slime king with Medley. Figured that one out there. I couldn't hear clearly, sorry. Wait. Aw, I guess it's too late to... I guess when we said no to Stone Man, that was it. Ah well, no Stone Man for us. I think we can make those though, can't we? Or no, we fought a Stone Man, but we never made one. Ah well. No Stone Man for us. My favorite video games call it a player wave. Well, hey, if you're waiting for your food to cook, might as well, you know, do something while you're waiting. Oh, no, this guy, okay. I thought it was the middleman who was giving us the... Let's see what level this stone man is. That makes me wonder what kind of games you'd be able to play on that, though. I mean, it's gotta be pretty limited amount. Games with Bluetooth devices built in. Just to make sure that, you know, you're the one wearing them. It's like, somebody's wearing your pants. Warning, warning. Your pants have been removed. Pete? That must be the Stone Man. Level 40. He's got decent stats, but obviously he's level 40, so... Or if he combines... He's gonna heal us. Farewell. Farewell do. Farewell sounds like a sacrifice thing. Speakers. Does it have a joystick in there? Because that would be a very weird thing to have in a pair of pants. Just stick your hand down your pocket and start like playing with the joystick. That would just in the middle of public. Let's see. Let's try to beat monsters in this group. The Stone Man is pretty high end. Doing some mapping, nice. Mapping's the best. It's female. Overdoes form. This side has all females. Matt Campbell. Madmere, all the basic stuff. Mad Dragon. Oh wait, level 1. That's all we can attempt on Pete. I've never had a Gulp Beast, but I don't want to use Pete for that. Maybe it's like a Beast plus material. It's a Gulp Beast. I forget what. There's a monster that had a requirement of a Gulp Beast, or at least the basic recipe for him was something with a Gulp Beast. Can't remember what though. Dun, 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 dun. Make a really strong grizzly. Grizzlies are pretty damn powerful. So far, I've yet to see anything that's as powerful as grizzly in terms of pure like attack strength. Alright, let's go grab some sirloins and get another frickin' metal babble. Frickin' queen. I should have talked to her first. Why didn't I talk to her first? Damn it. I just like, it's like, oh, I instantly have a chance of getting a metal babble. Let's do it. No. Stupid queen. Probably did that on purpose too. Would have been something completely different except for the fact that I just traded away my metal babble. I'm trying to think if at any point she's ever asked for something I already had in my my menagerie. I don't think she has. I've just been unlucky probably. How much crap do I have in my inventory? I got love water, sell that. I got bad meat, sell that. Doesn't want to buy bad meat. Come on, buy my bad meat. Not that bad. And it's a good thing there's no like time limits on items on food. Like if you keep a sirloin in your inventory too long, it turns into bad meat or something. It would suck. Alright, I got 7 sirloin. Should be enough to grab a stupid metal babble. Into the well! At least these dungeons are relatively short compared to some of the later stuff. Make sure we have the fastest text speed here. We're putting all these items in our path just to annoy the hell out of us. Of course, it has to be the last possible one, right? Tiny metal. Nice. And we're one tiny metal away now from getting those 13 tiny metals. Jeez. I don't even need to heal, so... Although he might have a monster that we want. We already have a Blizzard, we already have a Phoenix. Do we have a Gizmo? I don't remember if I ever picked up a Gizmo. Although I never picked up another Phoenix. I tried picking up another Phoenix at one point. I forget what I can make with a Phoenix, but it was... something I wanted to make another one of. I can remember what. Let's just try getting the Phoenix. Yep. Whoops. Didn't mean to kill the Phoenix. Whatever. So they chose charge there. It was a mistake! Whatever. Probably wouldn't have joined us anyways. And now we got the big dungeon. Yay. Should just use a warp staff here. Although I think I've seen metal slime starting appearing on this floor too, so... Oh, Bard! I was gonna say, I might as well check the floor, see if there's any, like, masters. Sweet! Yeah, I remember seeing them starting on this in this area here. None of these that we want. Yay for more HP on my queen. Another 20. Because attack power increased by 20. Very nice. Increased by 20. Nice. Thank you, Bard. Any other masters down here? You sure? I swear I've seen some floors that had two masters. Maybe not. Maybe it was just like short floors and I went to the next floor and there was another master again. Don't want herbs. Boo. Tiny metal? Aw. Last floor. It's a good thing that they changed the music on the last floor just to remind you, it's like, yeah, don't go past this floor if you want to grind anything. You're not coming back. Pork chop. And now we spend like an hour trying to find the damn... I really should just buy a damn harp. Main problem is just using up an inventory slot for it. Oops, not defense. Hack. Floor man. Annoying bastards. Such snobs. Give them a nice juicy steak and they're like, nah. I need 2 juicy steaks. Except it's basically impossible to give them 2. Unless you get really, really lucky where there's like a large group with one of them and they don't attack. They attack everything but that metal slime. But the only way you would ever have a chance of possibly fitting it to. Exactly. That or you bring in like a group of really low level monsters and you try to get as little experience as possible. That way they only hit for 1. Like it sucks that you can't use an item and control your enemy or your guys at the same time. You know, put your guys on defense and stuff them full of sirloins, but as soon as you use an item, they're on auto control. In the first turn, you pretty much have to control them, because otherwise they're just going to kill it. You don't want them to kill it first, so... And he runs away. That's always a pain, too, when they run away. Now, luckily, the Queen and Draco both seem faster than them, so as long as they last for the 1 turn where I have to plan to kill that second dude. It's $3,000 down now. God damn it. It's just not like last time we were getting a level every time we were fighting them, so there's always that like lag between the time when you kill them and when you can actually see if you captured them or not. Because the amount of experience that my current characters have, 1000 XP does not go far. Of course he runs. The sad part is I'm still doing less damage than I was like many streams ago with my Grizzly. And Grizzly was like a beast in terms of attack damage. It was doing like 200 damage per hit. Nuts. It's the strongest minion I had for forever. In terms of just pure attack. Obviously, didn't have any spells and didn't have a lot of HP in that. Mind you, these guys don't really have that much HP either. They're just tankier in general, and of course, way more abilities. Man, damage output on that Grizzly was nuts. The Grizzly did eventually turn into the Metal Babble, the Metal Slime King, which is definitely the MVP. Actually, the dude in the arena mentioned the reflection having grizzlies, so that's gonna hurt. Cause I could just imagine how much attack power like a level, 40-ish grizzly was gonna have. That thing's gonna do some nasty damage. So we'll see how much damage it does to our Metal Queen. It'll give us an idea of how powerful they are. Come on, Metal Babble. Queen wants to see a Metal Babble. Just need to find a regular slime and just... or Metal Babble, Metal Slime. Need to find a regular slime and... cover him in chrome. She won't know the difference. Like, she takes it anyways. She just, like, looks at it like, yeah, that looks like one. She doesn't know the difference. Only have 4 Stormlords left. Ah. Sucks. It's expensive too. I wish I can command my monsters to use items. Have all 3 of them give us a stake to this thing. Stupid. 2 sirloins left. I'd love to know what the odds are with the sirloin. Like 25%? Like 10%? Whatever the odds are, they're frickin' slim to none. It's gross. Yep. Gotta capture all the monsters. Gotta appease the queen. Who wants a metal slime right after you use yours up. It's gotta be the trolliest thing the game's done to me so far. Oh yeah, I mean, catching them earlier probably would have been a lot easier. Now I have a fairly large menagerie of monsters. It's probably very tough. Yes! Yes, please. Okay, good enough. Alright, and... Yes. You want to take him with you on your quest? No. Alright. Get to the farm. Let's get the hell out of this place. Never come back again. Hopefully the next thing she wants is a metal babble, because we got one of those. Alright. No, don't give me an herb. God damn it. I mean, couldn't the Slime King kind of split itself up into metal slimes and then, you know, combine back to the Slime King? I mean, come on, game. That's how slimes work. I played the games. Really, how shiny. Well done for bringing it here. Here's your reward. It's a life acorn. Use it wisely. Guess who's getting this? You obey my command. I want to see a monster called Wild Ape. Ah, nice. Got one of those. I'll be right back. Finally something I already have. I wonder how many things she's gonna get us to do. Maybe it's like random every time. But he can't climb up here, or from here to the monster farm quickly. Go one way quickly. He looks so strong. Well done for bringing it here. I'll give you a reward. This is the attack seed. Give me the hornbeat. And the bug time. Beetle with a horn. Don't think I've seen a hornbeat. I could probably combine a bug with something with a horn. Let's take a look at the monsters. I don't have too many bugs though. I got a pretty good number of bugs, but don't have a hornbeat. So let's see. Obviously, it'd be it's most likely thing with a horn beasts. There's a horn, or maybe a unicorn. Unicorn combined with a bug, maybe, or maybe just Almirage. It's got a horn, right? So an Almirage combined with it. I mean, unicorn is combined with Fang Slime, but yeah. Whatever. I don't really have anything to make this anyways, so if you run into one, if not, whatever. Maybe once if we find another Coliseum, we'll run into one or something. Buy some more sirloins. Oh yeah, tiny metal. Gotta go bring that to the tiny metal dude. Let's double check this guy. Make sure you didn't pick one up. Of course not. Can go forever to find another tiny metal again. It definitely, like, I haven't seen a tiny metal in any of the later dungeons. So, most likely, if I'm going to find one, it's probably going to be in the earlier dungeons. I'd love to get that last egg, or that last metal. Up 12 metals. Give me one zapper egg when you... That's probably like the first batch too. You probably need even more metals to get whatever this next reward is going to be. Totally won't be worth it. Game Crunch. Actually, beat the S rank tournament. Now I gotta do all the... Gotta do the Gate of Reflection. I was just trying to appease the Queen's commands here. She wanted to see a metal slime right after I combined my metal slime with the metal slime to make a metal babble. Like, literally, I talked to the metal man after winning the S rank. It's like, hey, you want to breed something with my metal babble? Or my metal slime? It's like, sure, I'll make a metal babble. And then talk to the Queen, it's like, yeah, I'd like to see a metal slime. Ah. That was fun. I guess we're on the reflection. The room of reflection. Please be careful. Let me tell. No, I shouldn't. What should I do? Would you like to know? Sure. Actually, nobody has survived the room of reflection. There were some who almost made it. All of them were devastated. Those two in the arena used to be great masters, but it's so terrible to know the future. Hey, Car. Hi again. How's your stream? How's Dragon Quest V? Did you beat it? Yeah, it sucks that we never got it officially here in North America. Japan keeping all the good games to themselves. Yeah, we got it on DS, but I mean, we didn't get any of the, like, original ones. Square, yeah, I'm kind of surprised Enix didn't really, considering the popularity of stuff like Final Fantasy VII, you know, kind of really reinvigorated the RPG genre in the PS2 era, or in the PS1 era. You think that Square would have brought more, or Enix would have brought more of their Dragon Quest games over, but yeah, we didn't see another Dragon Quest till Dragon Quest 7. I mean, in Japan they got ports of Dragon Quest like 5 and 6. Well, I don't know if they had a port of Dragon Quest 5 on PS2 or PS1, but I think they had a port of Dragon Quest 6, didn't they? And PS2 is a little bit ugly looking. What? Yeah, that's true. I mean, Dragon Quest kind of stayed the same style for forever. Final Fantasy definitely kind of innovated a lot more. Yeah, and well, I guess the monsters were very like cute as well, which I don't know. I guess didn't sell as well in North America, while stuff like Final Fantasy is a lot more edgy, I guess you could say. So that could have been part of it too. Final Fantasy went to the whole kind of steampunk-esque style, while Dragon Quest was pretty much anime through and through. Yeah, that's right. Could have all the Dragon Quest stuff in Smash. Is there any franchise that's not in Smash at this point? Like, frig. You got everything with a kitchen sink in Smash Brothers. Sony franchises, yeah, pretty much. Just give it time. You watch. God of War joins Super Smash Brothers. Nathan Drake joins the Super Smash Brothers. Master Chief joins. Come on, give me a tiny medal. Sweet tooth, yeah. So let's actually do damage. Oh, yeah, shadows are gonna be hard to hit, aren't they? Crash Bandicoot Spyro. I don't know, because is Crash owned by Sony? I thought it was owned by like a third party. Like, weren't the new Crash Bandicoot remake things like in Spyro like on Xbox as well? Chrono from Chrono Trigger? I mean, Chrono Trigger was on Nintendo, so it's Square Enix, so I mean those are the ones that could show up. You mean? I thought you meant the ones that wouldn't show up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Spider-Man, yeah. That's any Marvel really. Although they do have that Marvel what the hell's it called there? That a new Marvel. Goddamn, I forget the name of it there, but you might see some like Marvel characters on there. Marvel, yeah, Ultimate Alliance. That's it. That's the name. How many levels are there? 28 levels. At least so far they seem relatively short. As soon as I say that, it's gonna be a full 16 tile one. There you go, Grimmer. Yeah, shouldn't have said anything. God damn it. Oh, Slimeborgs. We need a Slimeborg. Let's kill one of them first. Sirloin. Hey, Rena. How's it going? Y2K, yep. We're finally there. Sapphira! Used to be Patches, and Twitch Prime sub. Thanks so much for the support, used to be Patches. How's it going this evening? Yes, Slimeborg. Oh, it's a male. we know we gotta call this guy. How am I supposed to fill this? Make this fit in like 4 characters. There. The best emote. I haven't found any mimics yet. I'm sure we're gonna find one that's gonna murder us completely and early. Oh, when did Draco's heal more go to heal all? Let me notice that. Use him as a primary healer then. Of course, Locutus of Slimeborg. Super Arrow at the Academy. Sounds interesting. Charge! Boom! Boom! Easy peasy. Oh, perfect. Healer too. Heals, please. Want to get that Phoenix. Now, the funniest thing is these master encounters are actually the easiest fights now, because I guess they're based on your level, not your the enemies you're fighting. And since my levels aren't exactly going up at all, because I need so much experience per level now. And these are like joke fights. In comparison, I'm fighting stuff like level 40 something. My guys are like under level 20. Aww. It's gonna heal somebody. It's like, yeah, we just gotta heal. These guys could give as much experience as a metal slime at least. And they're basically a metal slime. But, you know, with Borg implants. Hey, Elkman, how's it going? Charge. Yeah, I had to spend a little bit of time with the nephew. But I came back. Had to keep playing there. Got, I finished rank S, now we're doing the reflection... Cavern of Reflection or whatever. Huh, Metal Queen. And while since she leveled up, no HP, big surprise there. A bit of MP, lots of defense, lots of agility, and learn Bi Attack. Huh. It's gonna be forever before she learns Quad Attack. Learn Rock Throw. Okay, we can get rid of... I kind of want to get rid of Barrier, because that's useless in a... She wastes her turn to cast that instead of a arena fight. Am I really gonna fight any enemies? I might have some that use breath attacks, but Firebane might eventually get strong, but right now Zap is definitely stronger. Let's get rid of Barrier. And Bi Attack might eventually go to Quad Attack, but am I even going to use that? Considering she's going to be our primary healer. Iron Eyes definitely can be useful in some fights, but you're immune for 3 turns. You can't do anything for 3 turns, which it's good if a boss like prepares like a super attack, but then you still have 2 other turns you're not doing anything. Yeah, I don't use it that much, so do this. Too tough. You need more than like 10 abilities. 10 isn't enough. Or 10. 8 isn't enough. Isn't it 8? Yeah, 8. We need 10 abilities. It's gonna be a big dungeon. First one was deceptively small. Screw it. If I find the exit and going down it, I'm not going to explore the rest of the floor. The Rock Throw does like massive damage. Nice ability. Scorching. Rock Throw works too. Haven't gotten up there yet. Bloom and Zap are such slow casting spells. each individual monster has to have an animation. I guess rock throw isn't that much faster, but... Nerve gets rid of paralysis. Was the boss uses paralyzers? Was the boss use paralyzer? No, I think it was monsters could use it. And his clock time's always wrong. Do you... Because you can have it set to internet time, so it should automatically update it to like some online like nuclear clocks or whatever. But yeah, the BIOS battery could be an issue if you don't have it set automatically. Hey, it's just Christopher. How's it going? That's weird. Yep, Dragon Warrior is the first RPG. No, sorry, my first RPG was Final Fantasy. Dragon Warrior is like my second RPG. It kind of felt weird going from like a party-based one to like a single one, but we're enjoying it. Dragon Warrior quite a bit too. And thank God for Nintendo Power, because I don't think I would have had a chance to get anywhere as far as I did with those two. I don't think I actually beat them when I was young, though. I might have beat Dragon Warrior. I don't think I beat Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy I only beat like much later on, the emulation later on. But yeah, fantastic games. Hey, Trippy. No, I decided to spend some time with the nephew, but planning to come back. Still a lot of hours in the day. See, I was never into PC RPGs back then. Like, I played PC RPGs later on, like between... You know, well, kind of intermingled with stuff like, you know, the SNES and that. Basically, between the SNES and PS2, I kind of stuck to PC games. But more stuff like Baldur's Gate. I never really played any of the earlier CRPGs like the Ultimas and Might and Magics and stuff like that, and Wizardries. Those never interested me. Now, you know, later on in life, it's definitely it's kind of fun drawing a map out and taking a lot of notes. And yeah, I guess when you're older, you have more patience for those kind of games compared to when you're younger. Focus, see. Focus lets you attack twice, yeah. But then you're wasting a turn, so wouldn't that be better just to attack 2 turns in a row? Yeah, that's good. Do we have another ability I want to get rid of? It seems, I don't know, this seems useless. It's like, why waste a turn to focus when you can just attack once the next turn, therefore you're getting 2 attacks in 2 turns. Yeah, get rid of focus. Sister is your main cartographer? That's awesome. Oh, the Erdrick tombstone? Yeah. Here lies Erdrick. This little tongue-in-cheek there from Square. Like, focus is good for bosses, because, you know, they'll focus, so you kind of know the next turn they're going to do a nasty attack and kind of prepare for it. Never picked up a lizard man. But for our own guys, it seems kind of pointless. I mean, I guess if you combine it with something like Iron Eyes, that would be useful. Although I don't know if you can do two separate attacks, or you can just do like one attack twice. Because if you can do two separate attacks in a turn, you can cast a spell and then Iron Eyes. So that'd be the only time I could see focus being useful. Yeah, I guess that's true too. Yeah, if you have a healer that just heals a lot and then you're guaranteed to do 2 full hits on the healer. But that's a very limited use for an ability, so... Female too. What did Lizard Man make again? Lizard Man was forget. There's an enemy I picked up at some point, and the recipe, or I made it maybe with another breeding recipe, and Lizard Man was, according to the library, Lizard Man was the requirement. L-Man. Yeah, true enough. God, yeah. That would suck. To get really lucky with a crit. Get 3 crits in a row. Then use that ability there that has a chance of, like, hitting your own dudes. Yeah, that's true. But then you kind of have to know that they're going to be using it, because a lot of times they'll use the ability on the same turn that you're attacking, and then you miss. By the way, it's a fairly limited use, I think. It definitely, it's like most abilities, right? Most abilities have like a scenario where they'd be useful, but is it something you're going to be wasting one of your 5 slots for that very limited, you know, really limited scenario? I don't know. Diabetes porn, yeah. That definitely seems like diabetes porn. That seems like I'm having a heart attack just looking at that. Damn, that looks good. Am I the bad guys now? I pretty much am. I mean, except for my Metal King, I guess. I got like the Draco Lord. I got an Arc Devil. Of course, my Metal King. Well, Metal King, mainly because of resistances. Metal King is like immune to practically everything. The only thing I've seen in be like weak to is like dancing, and of course crits. Because if it gets crit, ouch. It's also a really good healer. Got a lot of MP in that, and super fast. The Draco Lord, and you can get it. Or the way I got it was a metal or a Slime King combined with a Metal Drake, because a regular slime and Metal Drake made a metal slime. So I figured Slime King and Metal Drake, and sure enough, that was the recipe. The Draco Lord I got by combining... Did I write down that recipe? Did I not write down the recipe? I never wrote it down. It was, the hell? Oh, was it Servant and Great Drake? It was a combination of Servant and Great Drake. And the demon... The demon I picked up, I captured, and then I combined some other demons into it. Because the normal way of making the demon is to combine like a boss type, like the Draco Lord, with a devil, which of course would use up a boss type. And I've only got one boss type so far, so yeah, I guess I could check the info. But yeah, the MVP is definitely the Metal King. Metal King is immune to practically every frickin' spell. It's obviously if you there's a couple of recipes from the Metal King. The way I got it was, you know, the Metal Drake and the Slime King, which definitely the better way of doing it. Because according to the library, you can combine 2 Metal Babbles together to get a Metal King. But if you combine 2 like basic Metal Babbles, you'll probably have a Metal King that has like 5 HP, if that. So you definitely want to go with the whole Slime King. I don't know if Spot King would work as well. I'm assuming it would. Probably Slime King or Spot King and a Metal Drake, because those have a lot more HP, so you have a Metal King that has a decent amount of HP to start off with. Great Drake, I forget how I combined it. I think it's you need like a high level dragon combined with maybe another dragon or something like that. Maybe I think it's like the Slime King. Slime King, you need like a high level slime combined with another slime. You'll get like a Slime King. I think it's the equivalent version of that. The Great Drake. I forget exactly what it combined. I think it combined something like there was a boss. What's it called? It was like the Terror Rex or whatever. You know, it's the thing that looks like a dragon wielding an axe. I combined that with I forget what I combined that with, but it was another dragon that I had for a while that had a bunch of bonuses. And I think that turned into a Great Drake. Monster Hunter World. You mean to try that one? Yeah, I've tried some of the Monster Hunter games, and I never really got into those either. Apparently Monster Hunter World's kind of a decent kind of introduction to the series, if you will. Yeah, this is definitely one of those games that everybody can play and get a totally different experience, which is great. I mean, you can have whatever team you want. You don't have to have like the same team, obviously, as I have. It just happens I'm kind of settled on these guys. It'd be nice to, because I imagine the Draco Lord probably has a transform version where he has his dragon form, like in Dragon Quest 1. But I don't want to. It's kind of like, do I want to experiment with him and then, not necessarily lose him, because he's going to turn into a Draco Lord, but then he goes back to level 1, and you gotta re-level him again. It's like, I'm kind of happy the way they are right now. Because leveling up is slow, especially the Metal Queen. Man, the Metal Queen levels up so slow. She's level 19 right now. She needs 40,000 experience to the next level. Comparison, my Draco Lord is level 18, and, well, total experience, she has 236,000 experience. He's got 157,000, so she's got almost 80,000 more experience than he does. And my Archdemon is level 24. He's He's only got like 170,000 experience. Oh yeah, he's into RPGs too. It's awesome. Yeah, they've got a pretty big RPG collection, so hopefully I can get the nephew into playing RPGs when he gets older. Because he's got a lot of games he can play in my collection. These dungeons are getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. I mean, I've seen the rare time wherein two monsters combined give you something of a different family. Very rarely. Like, there's only a few times I've combined monsters, like, you're gonna get you're gonna get a new monster. Like, it doesn't even tell you the name of the monster. I've seen like maybe 4 cases of that happening, and you know, of course, for science, I've always gone with a combination. And I don't think there's any time that I've been like I've been let down by the result. Like usually, the result was worth it. I think the first time I did that was like I think I combined like a dragon. Was it a dragon and a grizzly or something like that turned into the Quaddle. I think it was pretty badass. Fancy Record Keeper. I tried that one. How is that? Cautious charge. Let's put him in attack. The hustle. And hustle's really good bang for your buck. 7 mana for like a heal more on everybody. That's cheap. Of course, you can't use it outside of battle, but you know, after seeing some of the gameplay for the Final Fantasy VII Remake at E3, you know, like, I had my concerns, but seeing that gameplay stuff looked kind of interesting. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it now. Before it was like, you know, whatever. It'll be what it'll be, but I guess they're actually, you know, making the, from what I saw anyways, looks like the gameplay is going to be decent. Damage. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII hasn't aged very well. I mean, graphically. I mean, there's a lot of mods out there, especially if you're playing the PC version, that can make it look a lot better. But, yeah. In general, it hasn't aged very well. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, I mean, it's like the only Final Fantasy that hasn't had a remaster. It like completely skipped over it. Final Fantasy VII had like 20 different remasters. Final Fantasy IX's got a couple of remasters. Of course, Final Fantasy 10 and 12 got remasters. But Final Fantasy VIII, nope. It's like they completely ignored it. There's some rumors about that or something like that, but no, They could probably like reverse engineer it or something. Yeah, something, and they probably reverse engineer it somehow and port it to other consoles. Oh yeah, it won't be a remake like Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, it's just a remaster like Final Fantasy X remaster, Final Fantasy XII, Zodiac. You know, it probably won't have anything different. It's literally just going to be a new coat of paint. It looks slightly cleaner. But yeah, definitely it won't be night and day. Yeah, I mean, they might have lost some assets, but always gets more assets. Oh crap. There are mimics on this floor. Should have saved first. I thought these treasure rooms only had, like, real chests. That's the first time I've actually seen a mimic. Let's save first. Yeah, the Switch is getting a lot of remakes and remasters and that. Wow, this is all mimics. Give me all mimics except for like one chest, probably. This guy does not like Draco. I guess he's the only one who can get hurt by his blaze most. Ooh, that sucks. I love when you get like a game-breaking bug like that. And that kind of sours your entire experience. You never want to play the game, so... That'd be like a soul-crushing thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that far in after spending, 50 plus hours on a game and then finding, like, alright. That's why I always make sure to make multiple saves, because I learned that a long time ago. You never... If a game gives you the ability of saving multiple slots, you use it. Because you get something like that happening, just load an old save. You might lose a couple hours, but you won't lose like 50 plus. God, yeah, they did the same thing with Vita. That's so stupid. So they did the same thing on Switch? Wow. Yeah, that's so stupid they did that. It's basically to combat used game sales. That's the only reason I could see it. Obviously, to save themselves some money too, in terms of the size of the memory card or whatever. But that's such a cheap ass thing. Because yeah, I remember picking that up on Vita, and you just get a download code for X2. It's like, really? The PlayStation version of both games on there, so yeah, so obviously they wanted to spend less money on the cartridge. And they're like, oh, whatever, people will download it. Sage Stone. What the hell's a Sage Stone? Oh, that's kind of a crappy version of the World Dew. It's weird that the World Dew is more common than Sage Stone. I've seen a lot of World Dews. I don't think I've seen many Sage Stones. Oh, it's multi-use? Okay, that's why. So it's basically like, They'll probably use it until it breaks, kind of thing. I guess it's the reward for fighting all these mimics. Do it for boss fights, obviously. That's the only time I'm ever gonna consider using it. Yeah, I've noticed mimics have stopped trying to cast defeat. It's like all my guys are immune to it, so they don't even bother now. Aw, no new abilities. Not exactly great stat increases either. Isn't every day boob day for Japanese artists? Days rotate. Charge! Oh, swimsuit date is basically boob day. Wait, what just happened there? Oh, guess we used the yell whatever. Boo. What is it, Evangelion Day? It's a good question. Those rocks do massive damage. Some Grandia remaster? I didn't see it, no. Like, I know that we haven't heard anything about the Grandia remaster in forever. But maybe they're... Like, wasn't it supposed to, like, be out already? Doesn't it stretch? Oh god. Imagine that. Take a 4x3 and stretch it out to, like, the aspect ratio of the Switch's screen. Man, if they did something like that... Oh yeah, the Mana collection coming to North America. We finally have Seiken Zetsu 3. Or what are they calling it? The Trials of Mana, I think is the official English name of it. It's like, finally. But one day I'll be able to play Seiken Zetsu 3. In like 50 years from now when I get to the Switch release of that game. Yeah, overall, it's like E3 was really good in terms of RPGs. There's a lot of RPG news in E3 this year. You know, it's stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake, you know, Seiken Densetsu series, the Saga games being released. There's, you know, Cyberpunk, obviously. It's a big upcoming RPG. Like, this is like the year of RPGs. I think a lot of it was helped by, you know, companies like EA not having any, what's the word? Conference in that. Most of the companies that had conferences were companies that had RPGs in their, or RPGs coming out. It's a lot of Lizardmen. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that Square had its own conference and... Well, it kind of makes sense. Like, Sony didn't really have anything new to show. I mean, there's nothing new to show for the new system. They don't have, like, any big, you know, exclusive franchises coming out soon. Like, they're kind of preparing for the launch of the PS5, so... Next year, obviously, Sony's gonna have a big showing, but until then... Yeah, it's probably the first year in, God, first year in, like, ever that Sony hasn't been at E3, or at least have a conference. Yeah, they kind of screwed up a bit. I mean, like, Sony's biggest conference by far in recent years was the PS4 launch one, you know, especially with, and mainly because of Xbox really screwing up, like really dropping the ball on, you know, the whole used game thing there, where you need to, like, you couldn't trade used games. Remember that? And Sony kind of destroyed them by saying, yeah, you can play used games on our system. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII reveal. That was, what, 5 years ago? God. Damn it. God, I knew these grizzlies would be painful. Use that stupid attack that damages them too. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't get the PS4 version of Dragon Quest XI, because kind of wanted to play it in that you know, 16-bit style. Of course, there's added content as well, so it's like, damn it. I have to pick that one up too. Well, it's an RPG, so frame rate isn't exactly the most important thing with RPGs. So I could excuse any sort of RPG, any sort of frame rate dips or whatever. And hell, just play in 16-bit mode for true immersion. The hustle. Every slash is annoying. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it adds up. Nice. Turning off anti-aliasing. But I want my edges smooth as butter. Mimic? Not a mimic. It gives a lot of gold. Sirloin? Rib. I don't think I have a wyvern yet. So they decided to kill the wyvern first. Yeah, there's that too. Whenever you have kind of stylized graphics versus, realistic graphics, you can kind of with the by attack. You can kind of excuse the graphics a little more. What did I use? I never... Well, Firebane, even if he gets an upgraded version of this... Oh, let's use Conservative Ice here. We never use this. We have another Ice spell anyways. By attack can eventually turn to quad attack, so... Generated the Square Enix conference worse than EA. Well, obviously, IGN is on EA's pocketbook because EA didn't have a conference, did they? Yeah. I'm sure EA probably has a lot of advertising money in IGN's pockets, so Square not as much, if any. That's fine. They were kind of unrealistic before, so... An actual, realistic-sized bust? Sure. Really a mimic? Oh news. Never expected that. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's a martial artist, so she's constantly working out. Breasts are made of fatty tissue, so yeah, martial artists with large breasts, kind of unrealistic, so yeah. Could have all the power level. Either way, I'm definitely kind of looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just the whole kind of tactical combat thing. I mean, That was one of the concerns a lot of people had about the combat system, was the whole, like, it's gonna be like Final Fantasy 15, but it's like, no, we're gonna have like an ATB system, just not, not like Final Fantasy 7 system, but at least still kind of turn-based, sort of. It'd be interesting to try it out, and from like the people who actually got to play the demo, they all the kind of reviews I've seen from that, from people who actually played it, found it to be, pretty good. So I'm definitely more. Before I was kind of pretty indifferent to it. Now I'm kind of looking forward to trying it myself. I'm sure they're gonna have a playable demo at some point, like on the PlayStation Store or whatever. Grizz Special Edition. They instantly charge your credit card? Ouch. Which special edition did you get? Did you get the one with the $350 one? With the cloud statue, whatever. I think it's insane. I'm actually fine with it being two parts, because it's a big game. If they're going to expand the Midgar kind of arc of it, which they obviously are going to be doing, then yeah, having two separate games I'm kind of fine with. As long as they're full, if each one is, it doesn't feel like it's just like half a game, like if it feels like it's a full game, like I'd play this, if I had never played Final Fantasy 7 before, I'd be able to play this and have like, alright, this is a fully complete game. And no, I don't think they ever mentioned it being 3 parts. I'm pretty sure, but from all the indications I've heard, it's gonna be 2 parts. It's gonna be like, the Midgard section, and maybe not necessarily just the Midgard section, maybe the stuff after Midgar as well. The Midgar, the Midgar kind of saga is probably gonna be like 98, 80 or 90% Midgar. Yeah, like all the indications I heard was 2 parts, but yeah, I mean, they haven't obviously settled down on, what they're going to do with the other parts yet, I would imagine, but no, I mean, it's not finished yet, obviously. They're still working on it. The first part's going to be ready soonish, obviously within the year, but yeah, the other parts, who knows when those are going to be out. Might not see that for years. But if each one is if each game has 50 plus hours of content, then sure, It's like back in the day where you got expansions that were actually, basically full games. Nowadays you're lucky to get, you're lucky to get like 5 hours worth of game in a game. They charge you $60, so. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they haven't really mentioned where the first game ends. Obviously, the Midgar part it's going to have all of Midgar, but how far it goes past Midgar, I don't think they've really indicated yet. So yeah, it's hard to tell, right? It's kind of one of those nobody really knows because they haven't really announced anything. But considering it's probably going to be a pretty big time span between the different releases, like you're not going to be getting, it's not going to be like 6 months or anything between, part 1 and part 2. It's probably going to be like 2 years between them. Which is a bit concerning, in a way. Because, yeah, we won't be able to finish it until much later. That's the thing, Midgar wasn't that long in the original game, but they're expanding it quite a bit on it from what they mentioned. So it could be quite a bit longer in the remake. Oh, sure, easily. I mean, they could expand that thing to make it like over 50 hours easily. There's a lot of potential there for the Midgar arc. So yeah, I could see it being expanded quite a bit from what we saw, like in Final Fantasy VII itself. Well, I think it's still going to be a lot of content. It's not going to be all cutscenes and all right, you're going to play the exact same game you played in Final Fantasy VII. There's going to be a lot of expanded stuff, a lot more content. I think a lot more like areas to visit and things like that, while still keeping the kind of the same feel, if you will. Yeah, it's like reading a book, right? I mean, you can have like a one line of dialogue that says, and he marched on for a month. So you have like one line that just has a time span of one entire month, and suddenly they can have like a revised version of the book where it's an entire chapter for that 1 month. Might be not be a lot of exciting stuff that happened in a month, not enough that would have originally been useful to put in that one line, but still kind of fun to watch anyways. I'm doing the Gate of Reflection. It's the one that opened up after doing the S rank. But, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake is still one of those, the combat, at least, the gameplay that they showed looks interesting. Whether they're going to be able to fill the content and make it, a value for us to, buy the multiple versions that to kind of, agree with them about this game needing multiple versions. It still remains to be seen, but I don't know. I'm still... I'm less concerned about it than I was before. Crap, I got poisoned. Shit, we don't have an antidote, do we? Great. Worst thing ever, poison. Where's a healer now? Gate. I need a healer. Kind of tempted to just let him die so I can revive him and get rid of this poison. Not only that, I mean, like if you look at the boss fight that they showed at D3 there, like the gameplay content. Yeah, that boss normally took what, under 5 minutes to beat in the actual game, like in Final Fantasy VII. In the remake, it looks like that's a 15-minute fight. So but it's not just like it looks like it's got multiple. What's the word I'm looking for here? Multiple stages. So it definitely seems like that's going to be a lot longer fight, but it's not going to be like a boring, it's not long just to pad the time. It's actually an interesting fight that would span that time. So they could do that a lot with just a lot of the combat, right? Oral cures curse, I think, right? Yeah. So we got cure paralysis, cure curse, but no antidote. Yeah, exactly. So I can see them doing a lot more stuff like that. Having these big, you know, epic fights. Where before it was like a relatively simple fight. Kind of more of a tutorial fight now. It's like, alright, this is gonna be like a 50-minute epic super fight. Ow. I haven't missed this stupid poison effect thing. The most annoying effect in this game. Now I'm never going to be able to find a healer either, get rid of it. Come on, in between level healer. And some Linuxes. This is my first playthrough of it. A lot of the time I spent was like reading various monsters, taking a lot of notes, trying to find some good combinations. Ended up finding some pretty decent ones. Not sure if I said this as being like my final team or anything, but I mean, I'm kind of heading towards the end game, I would imagine. So, short of like restarting another character from scratch. Ugh, these guys are painful. Linux is out of the way. We're running really low on magic right now. I do have, I do have some elf water. Be nice to find a healer, though. Especially get rid of this stupid poison. Exit right away, but still like 11 levels before we get out of here too. Ugh. Whatever. Paralyze any poison. Where's the healer when you need him? Come on, inter-level healer. Oh, nice. Thank you, game. Thank you. Here's my mana back. Get rid of the stupid poison. Of course, I'll get stung again by another wasp, probably. Ah, it's so nice when the game kind of throws you a bone like that. It's definitely an enjoyable game. I could definitely see this would definitely scratch an itch as a kid. I never had a Game Boy Color though, so I had an original Game Boy, but I never played it for RPGs. Like original Game Boy is, I didn't really use that for that long. It was something for like trips and that, and wasn't really. If I was playing video games, I'd be playing it on my console, so I never really played the original Game Boy that much. And Game Boy Color, like I've never really went to portable gaming until the DS. Really was my first like portable. Well, not counting the original Game Boy, was my next portable Nintendo system. I had the PSP and the Vita, but DS and 3DS pretty much. So even the Game Boy Advance I'd skipped on. So there's a lot of the games on those systems I've never touched. Alright, since we just healed up. Maximum power! Those grizzlies are immune to rocks, which is annoying. Oh. Infermost is nasty. Kill that one. Out the Terminator in some games? Not sure what you mean. How many floors do we have to go? Ugh, still another 9 floors. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know, maybe they made a license deal. Maybe there's a new Terminator movie coming out, so they want to like push the Terminator as much as possible. I could see that. I could see some like cross advertising thing like that. That's it's kind of like it's like Dragon Quest XI, right? Being Smash Brothers. Well, it's advertising. I'm sure it's not Nintendo that approaches Square Enix and hey, you want to throw your characters into or Smash Brothers? More like Square Enix approaching Nintendo is like, hey, we're gonna throw you a bunch of money. Mind throwing our characters in your game? Turn Final Fantasy 7R. It's gonna be a playable character you watch. It's gonna be a new skin for Barrett. But Ravens. I'm trying to see like what they're even going for this Rot Raven. I can kind of see it, but it looks weird. Oh, that can happen too. Really? They're both using like a really weak attack. Probably. I don't know. It's hard to tell with this game. I mean, according to the main plot of the game, we're trying to do the we're trying to win the Starry Night tournament. In order to win the Starry Night tournament, we need to do the S rank at the arena. So we got our S rank now. We're going through a dungeon because the king told us we have to go through this reflection dungeon. The final boss is probably going to be us. It's going to be our reflection or whatever. And at that point, we'll probably be able to do the Starry Night tournament. Now, I don't know what's after the Starry Night tournament. There's probably more stuff. It's not like, you know, as soon as you win Starry Night, that's it, game over. But we shall see. These Lionexes are kind of a pain. And for most. Queen's immune, of course, but... Yeah, the bird is weird. Well, we have 7 more levels in this dungeon. Hopefully there's another save point before we get close to the end. You'll still think Goku's coming to Smash? Was he supposed to come to Smash and they didn't bring him to Smash, or...? That's true enough. We still got Toriyama in Smash. Wouldn't that be Dragon Ball Z, but it's another one of his franchises. Yeah, I guess like a Shadow would definitely have that Toriyama look to it. But I don't know how the hell you would confuse Erdrick with Goku. I mean... their profile would not look that similar. I don't know. You can probably tell by looking at it, it would be Toriyama, but... or maybe it was just put up there, you know, on purpose to make people think, you know. The best way to combat leaks is to put your own fake leak out, and you'll believe that. I want to use that warp staff right now. He's on the next floor. Kill the Mad Hornet before it poisons us. I imagine the Rot Raven probably poisons as well. Good job. How many characters is there in Smash Brothers now? Like 50, 60 characters? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not interested in Super Smash Brothers at all. It's not my kind of game. But like at this point, I mean, like every character that could be in Smash or is in Smash. I got like no good. I got an upgrade for Infermost or Infirmore, but stat-wise, that was crap. Cuisine Square, yeah, close enough. Cast Fireball. Just be careful not to stand next to it when you're casting it. You don't want to be caught in the crossfire. 70 characters? Jeez. That's slight overkill. Spend an hour trying to figure out who the hell you wanna play as. But aren't a lot of those characters very similar in terms of how they work? It's pretty much like reskins of the same character. Echo Fighters? Oh, yeah. And he probably has some like slight differences, but overall probably fairly similar. Like if like 90% of the moves is the same, and the 10% different, be a good way of pumping out a lot of characters. Nintendo's definitely good when it comes to that franchise anyways. Kind of makes you wonder, like, what are they going to do next with the franchise? Like, where can you go from here? It's kind of jumping the shark at this point. I have all the characters this one does, jeez. Good luck to Nintendo. In later news, no more Smash Brothers are being released. Now, of course, they could just, you know, release the base characters and, like, release all the other ones with DLC. It's like, oh yeah, we still have the characters, but you gotta pay for them all. We're not gonna give them to you. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Some pretty good damage. God, yeah. That's gotta be fun. Every time you come up with a new Pokemon game, you gotta redo, like, all the Pokemon, not just the ones from that game, because, of course, you can import all your other Pokemon, so you do, like, every freaking Pokemon of every generation. I don't feel, Or I kind of feel bad for any designer of those iterative series having to like deal with all that. Go down to 200 Pokemon, yeah. There's have to, I guess. Mimic. I'm seeing less and less just items on the ground and more chests. Oh. Galbit. Oh, all it does is use Blaze most anyways. Makes her a joke now. Pretty good experience too, so. You need to remove all the Pokemon. We need it done by next week. Here's your sleeping bag. You're not gonna need it. Yeah, no, right? So much ice, I can see my reflection everywhere. This would be a good time to get poisoned right before we reach the healer dude. Ooh. That dragon thing, it went too fast, I didn't catch the name of it, but we don't have that yet. I want that. Oh, wing snake, okay. A wing snake would be the one where we need two of those to make a quaddle. We already made the quaddle. So might as well grab one anyways. We can. Do we even have a sirloin? I might have picked one up on the ground somewhere. Can only transfer Pokemon you already spotted, the Sword and Shield. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Windsneck. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely kind of annoying for anybody who plays Pokemon to, you know, import their Pokemon, but I mean, it's understandable. It's just... Hey, Spike. Oh, this is way better than Pokemon. Pokemon wishes it was as good as Dragon Warrior Monsters. have next gen Pokemon with the next gen game mechanics, yeah. Yeah, you know, I've never been big on the Pokemon franchise. Well, 2 healers in a row. I guess we have a save point near the bottom here. So I'm definitely enjoying this more than I would have enjoyed a Pokemon game. I mean, considering you have a team versus like a single Pokemon, you have a lot more abilities, you know. A lot more customizability. Oh god, 38 unplayed games. A lot of those are duplicates, obviously, but... Warp stat, go! Doesn't win, probably. Although for that one, I'll probably be playing what's the penultimate version of that generation, Sapphire? The last 38 generations. 100 plus hours, yeah. The Emerald, so yeah, that's most likely... When I get to that one, I'll probably be playing Emerald, because I'm not going to be playing all 3 versions, that's for sure. And if there's a penultimate version, that's generally the version I choose. Wreck that one. All 37 Pokemon games in a row, jeez. Yeah, what the hell? Another save point? Didn't even take any damage from the last healing dude. Alright, at least the game's being kind and is giving us like a save point right before the boss. Alright. Re-explore. Let's explore. Nah. Screw it. Right to the boss. Well, how do you do? I am the Guardian here. My name is Duran. You have good eyes. You're with pretty good monsters. I see you're a somebody. I wonder if you're good enough to fight me. Let me see how you fight. Come on out, my servants. Here, fight to your heart's content. Servants. I forget what spells they had. Like, what was their default spells? Alright. Command, increase, command, blah, blah, blah. By attack, sure. Command, increase as well. That's Blizzard. Oh yeah, that's right, Blizzard. Increase does nothing! Do we have a magic wall? We do. Of 100 Magikarp. Yikes. God, these double blizzards are a pain in the ass. Oh. Not too bad. Expect them to have a lot more health than that. We gotta fight him, I'm guessing? Hahaha, you defeated them easily. Forgive me for having you fight with weaklings. The next one is a pretty tough one. It's a swordsman who wandered in search of the best sword in the world and, alas, came to me. Come out. Gotta fight this dude that keeps showing up. Let me introduce him to you. He's the one who dedicated his soul to me. And he's the strongest in all the world. Terry. Come on out, Terry. Fight to your heart's content. Alright, so this is the guy we kept seeing as our future self. Show him how strong you are. No, not the final boss. We haven't even done the Starry Night tournament yet. Let's do some buy attacks. Ooh. Alright, don't get hit by this guy. That was painful. Oh god, yeah. Poison's always been fun in the earlier D&Ds. God damn it. This guy like one-shot us with any of his attacks here. He does this slash attack, whatever it is. Alright, you just do like a regular attack, because you keep using spells that don't do any damage. I don't know, if he does that slash attack, he's probably gonna one-shot the Metal Queen. He does like 400 something damage to... Like, any guy he hits with this attack, it's dead instantly. And Vivify is not exactly great at reviving people. Don't revive Ark. Revive Draco. And somebody alive. Okay, good. I've been lucky that he hasn't attacked the Metal Queen with that yet. I mean, Draco can Vivify as well, but... Is he back on... God damn it. Oh, come on! Hurry up and die. He keeps going back to, like, finally, friggin' hell. That was a beast, man. Every time we get... I think I got really lucky he didn't attack the Metal Queen once. Super lucky. Just, damn. Hopefully we don't have to fight Duran after that. Jesus. Oh, don't tell me his... Hahaha, how easily you defeated such a brutal opponent. You're not bad. You're my kind of fighter. I have such a fighter so near. Thrilling! I didn't even see him, like even attempt to attack the Metal Queen. I seen a couple dodges, but I don't think it was the Metal Queen dodging. It was just him missing. Because, of course, if you get hit with that, you're dead. Want a real thrill? Fight me! Satisfy my bloodlust. Taste my steel. Fight! Damn it. You would have to fight him next. Okay. Damn it. We keep pumping up our defense. This guy's got a lot of frickin' defense, holy crap. Yeah, no, right? Just in case you thought you had enough. Keep attacking my Metal Queen, please. Oh, we're getting him down pretty low. You'll help go. And that vacuum slash is nasty. No, of course it's not hard. Does not like Draco, does he? Alright, it's gonna do physical attacks here, I think. Yeah, I'm surprised I got through that too. I think I got really lucky, to be honest. I mean, this team is pretty badass and everything, but there's a lot of luck that was, I mean, Metal Queen is basically invulnerable to this guy, so... If anything, I can tank him on by myself with the Metal Queen unless it gets a crit on me. No, this isn't even the final boss. This is just like some random boss in the before we have to go to the Starry Night tournament. Like I can just imagine the difficulty of the Starry Night tournament. Luckily, it's going to be, you know, 3 short battles in a row kind of thing. It's gotta be getting close now. There we go. Got it. Whew. Alright, no more. Please, no more. 10,000 experience points. Wait. Hey. Did I lose? I lost. You fought masterfully. I was utterly defeated. I didn't think a monster master of your caliber existed. Look, I'm still shaking from the excitement. I'm honored to have had the chance to fight you. Ha 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 ha. You're strong. You even defeated him. I couldn't beat that guy. I mocked you, calling you a coward, someone who can't even use a sword. I take it back. You're invincible. Well, my Metal Queen technically is. Even without a sword, you're the best fighter. What's your name? You really want to tell your true name to Terry? Sure. No, it's okay. I know. For some reason, I feel relieved. It's morning. Time to wake up. So long, Terry. We'll meet again. No, maybe we shouldn't. Let me give you some advice. Terry, don't become like me. Once you've tasted power, you gorge upon it, and it will choke you. Perhaps it was too late for me, but you can still choose. You don't want to be like me. Farewell, Terry. I'm taking off. One more piece of advice. Take care of your sister. No matter what. Well, we're trying to get her back. That's the whole point of this last 44 hours. Yeah, that was definitely a tough gauntlet of bosses there. Let's go back. The toughest was definitely the Terry fight. I mean, I got really lucky and didn't lose my Metal Queen there, but I ran really low on magic. I mean, I had items to give my magic back if I really needed to, but it was a really tight fight. How is it? What lies in the future? What? You didn't find out about the tournament? It doesn't matter. I'm going to win anyway. The Starry Night is approaching. Prepare yourself and rest your monsters. The Starry Night is coming soon. The whole kingdom is excited. Terry and companions slept off their fatigue in the stable. The day breaks. It's the first time we heard like the actual rest music in this game. Oh, Terry, did you rest? Tonight is the night of the tournament. Masters from afar, that should be one word, are waiting for you in the arena. Beat them into the ground. Oh, King. Anyway, your wish will come true when you win the tournament. I thought it was to find your kidnapped sister. Or was it to go back to your home world? Regardless, you worked very hard. Both the people of my kingdom and I trust your ability. You will bring glory to the Great Tree. It's up to you now, Master Terry. Oh, bless Great Tree and you. I have to prepare for the tournament. Dismissed. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. The Middle King is definitely the MVP of this group by far. Like, unless one of those bosses did a crit, or obviously that, like Terry would have been like the hardest one, because if Terry hit the Metal Queen, that probably would have killed it. But obviously he didn't hit him. And in terms of spells, like any sort of spells, it's pretty much immune to. Like not even taking a little bit of damage, it's like completely immune to those spells, which is awesome. Of course, never lucky. Place still hasn't opened up. One day. No, just you want to tell your future? Sure. Surprise awaits you in your future. I can't see anymore. See it with your own eyes. I mean, didn't we just see our future? One day. One day we will get there. Probably not. Game be over by the time this guy lets us through. It's probably like New Game Plus. That are missing something. You'd need to bring like a certain monster to him or something. Good job. Fight to your heart's content. Are you ready? Sure. Announcing the rep of Great Tree, Terry. Let's see how hard this is going to be. Rank S was kind of tough, so especially since we can't specifically control how our monsters act here, this could be difficult. Tonight's the night you're waiting for. Monster masters from all over the world will display their talents for us. The kingdom that defeats all of the others will own this day. Each kingdom will wield the crown of victory. Let's begin. So we get a sword in some sort of three-headed Cerberus thing. Narochi. What was that first one? Oh, didn't want to do a regular fight there. Whoops. It was a mistake. A centaur. One of these is not like the others. Sorry, Draco. Keep her on cautious just to keep everybody topped up here. Okay, what? Surprised that she defended herself and didn't use hustle there. It was a pretty easy first fight, but first fight usually is. One by enchanting us with a variety of graceful techniques. Let's continue. Synthesizer. We got a unicorn, we got a mad dragon, and a... what the hell was that called again? A drill or whatever? Andriel. Cautious, charge, and mixed. Nice. I love when the enemies hit themselves. Mixed, charge, mixed. Ow! Bastard. Sephiroth, Zyzyak, 14 months in a row! Thank you so much for continuing to support the Zyzyak, and good evening, how's it going? Fighting the Starry Night Tournament, and I don't know, so far it's not going too bad. This dragon is nasty if we let it keep kicking our ass here, but so far the fight's not too bad. Last one's gonna be hard, I'm sure. God damn it! Stop killing us! Oh crap. So I bet you this thing can revive. Oh god damn it, and has heal us all. Or heal all. Shit. It's got poison. Unicorn. Okay, we got the dragon. The unicorn's probably gonna revive him. Oh, it's kind of good he died, actually. We can revive him. God damn it. Stop that. I kill the unicorn. Please kill the unicorn. No, god damn it. Frickin' hell. Okay, at least the unicorn's dead now, so these guys are staying dead. Goddamn unicorn. And taking it to SU3 on Switch, nice. I can't wait till they're coming out with obviously a physical version of that, right? Because they released the digital one like recently, so I can't wait till they release the physical version of that, so I can grab a copy of that ASAP. It's nice to finally have an actual, you know, legitimate English version of Trials of Mana, I guess is the official name. Yeah, they definitely should. I remember seeing somewhere in like it's being released in August or something like that. Oh, my dude's still poisoned. Ugh. Two kingdoms that won all their matches. This is the championship. We introduce the two surviving masters. First, the rep from the host kingdom, Great Tree. Mother the dresser, the young and new and talented Monster Master Terry. Yeah, Trials of Mana. Can't wait to play it in 50 years from now. Now the feared talk of the town. The hairy, three-eyed monster eater. The rep of Great Log will remove her mask. It's her sister. Wait, she's hairy? Give a big Great Tree welcome to Mila Yu. Oh my god, it's our sister all along. Look at those nasty three eyes and that hairy face. Why, I can't believe. Why, Terry? Why? I see. You're brought here, just like me. I was brought to Great Log. I was made to be a master by the King of Great Log. I couldn't go home until I got a victory. I had no choice but to work hard. Can we just, like, throw the fight? I heard a rumor about Great Tree. But there was a promising little master. I couldn't believe it was you, Terry. Terry, I'm glad to see you again. But after all of this, there's no turning back. Ready, Terry? This fight will be our reunion. She's got a Middle Slime King too. It's not fair. Ooh, got some new music. Ow. Ah! What the hell? At least she decided to heal up instead of trying to revive Draco and have Arch die again. Great. Cast a spell that only one person is affected by. Oh, this is gonna be fun. At least the Metal Queen is like... Okay, why am I... You know what? Just have her, like, kill everything first and then revive the dudes. Unless somebody crits on her. Yeah, the Rainhawk. Well, it looks like he used all its magic in one shot, so it doesn't have any more magic. One down. This'll be easy. How am I going to kill the Metal King now? Well, I'll revive once I kill the Rainhawk, then I revive my other dudes and hope I get a crit. Then I find that their Metal King has a revive and I cry. And Metal Kings are insane. Oh, that was nice and easy. Now wait for a million years so they can actually revive somebody. Oh, come on, just... Come on! There's like 4 or 5 attempts now in a row. Friggin' hell. This is going to take a while now. Let's hope I get a crit. Yeah, would have been a really good time to have that metal slash thing, wasn't it? Well, hindsight is 20/20 and all that. As long as it doesn't heal, I'll eventually kill him with my Metal Queen. I wonder if he has like unlimited magic too, or he has. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have as much health as my Metal King does. So that's true. I keep forgetting that I have like 160 health, but his wouldn't. That was, I mean, Metal King MVP by far. Terry, you were strong. Yeah, pretty much, right? I wouldn't even need the other two. I just had. But that's the thing. It's always scary if there's a chance of getting a crit. If the Metal King gets a crit on my Metal Queen, kills it, then I would have been screwed. So I kind of need my Draco dude to be alive. Hello, you. You're useless now. Of course, it's not the end. God damn it. Wait, now I gotta go to the other tree and probably go through all their dungeons. Yeah, it's our sister. The one we... Basically, the goal of the game is to rescue her. Oh, Terry, well done. You won. My kingdom finally realized its long-time dream. You're the true master. Starry Night Monster Master. Well, you were able to find your sister, but unfortunately, she's been taken away again. Your sister is in another castle. You'll be able to find her again if you make a wish. Oh, it started. Look! At the sky. Dun, dun, dun. Look at all the starry stars. Amazing, I can see all those stars. Oh, it's still fun to play. I mean, especially when you have an OP character like Metal Slime. Metal Slime is definitely like... You get yourself a Metal Slime King and you're golden in this game. Holy crap. I always considered converting into that Hargon option there. I'm glad I didn't. No, well, I mean, our sister got kidnapped, so unless our wish here gets her back, it might. The wish will be granted by the stars. I have a proposal to make, Terry. Why not live here? Don't go back to your home world. The people of Great Tree and I love you. Everybody would be happy if you stayed. What do you think? Stay here in Great Tree? No, I want to go home. If I had the choice between staying here and going home ends the game, I'm going home. You don't want to. Understand. You have to look for your sister. Sorry for asking. Oh, why not go to the chamber deep in the shrine of Starry Night? Only victors are allowed to go there. Also, was a place you first appeared. You may find something there. Terry, I thank you for your victory. My husband, King of Great Trees, greatly pleased. Tonight is the Starry Night, and a celebration of our victory. Bear yourself to the fullest. What a happy face my husband has. Isn't that busy, busy, busy? You can't save. Okay, go to the chamber deep in the Starry Night. Only victors allowed to. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I know, right? Well, I guess I ain't got going down. Excuse me, sir, you in the way? Oh, Terry, you did it. You did it. His Majesty is very happy. I'm relieved. I guess I'll take the shortcut down. I dance too much and I feel dizzy. It's unbelievable to fight against the sister. I made a song about you and your sister. Oh, oh, Terry and Malayu. La la la. Great song. You did it. Want a reward? Yes, please. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. Some strange puffs we get in this game. Hey, you did great. Oh, Terry, it's me, the receptionist. Did great. Here's your reward. Kiss. Terry, congratulations on your victory. Grandpa Slib would be proud. Whatever happened to Grandpa Slib? He's probably like 20 generations in now. Anyway, you're kind of limited with this game in terms of graphics. So yeah, spinning a circle is pretty much dancing in most 8-bit games. You didn't help me. I wouldn't be here right now. Thank you, Terry, and congratulations on your victory. Is me my friend forever? No. He was a crappy slime to start off with? Yo, heard you won. Isn't it just a dream that you won? Huff. Won, yeah. No running. Squawk, squawk. Is he supposed to be a bird? Yo, fish for stars. Feel the brightness of stars. AKA garbage. Congratulations, that's my Terry. From now on, you are everybody's role model. Hey Terry, I came back from my journey. Why? No need to ask. I came back to congratulate you. I was a master once. I won a victory in the tournament. I was brought here just like you. Oh, it's as if we are honored by the brightness of stars. Now go to the shrine and seek the truth of this night. Follow me to the shrine. Sure. Let's go to the shrine of the starry night. Geronimo! Now, step into the back. It's kind of scary we don't have the ability of saving here, because... yeah, he's like a funky bird. It's filled with stars that fell to the ground. The visit makes them flare. Soon will come any second. As he plunges a dagger into her back. This place seems very dangerous. He's shooting fireworks in here. Is her sister going to be birthed? Oh, it's Watabo. Yes, it's the new spirit of Great Tree. Hey, this is the true meaning of the Starry Night. Watabu is born from the true master and the power of Great Tree. That is the reason why the ancestors of Watabu let us hold the tournament. Eventually, Watabu's go on journeys and create new great trees. Now, Terry, go on. You can go back when you touch Watabu. Go find your sister. Yes, just like me in the past. Touch Watabu. I don't know, that seems inappropriate. Hey, Madrina. Good morning. Did we make it home? That noise hurts the ears. It was all a dream. It was a really long 45-hour dream. Wake up, Malayu. Wake up. Disappeared. soon as we leave the screen, it's like, bam! I don't want to go to the dresser. I don't trust that dresser. Can I go back to sleep? I just know it's gonna be like start back from scratch again. Yeah, that's right. Locked us in permanently. Never get out of here. It's actually an orphanage. Looked in the dresser. It didn't find much. Huh. Look, it's midnight. Oh, and I slept well. Oh, Terry. How long have you been up? No way. Still midnight. You stay up too late. Monsters will come and carry you away. Go on, go back to sleep. It's so close. You could have won. What? Oh, just a dream, Terry. You fought in my dream. What, Terry? You had the same dream? You say it wasn't a dream? It was true? Yep, totally true. Yes, feels almost like a fight was real. But it could have only have been a dream. You were in my dream. But she's dreaming about us? That's kind of creepy there, sister. Now, Terry, let's go back to sleep. Sweet dreams. What is Terry doing there? It seems very rude, whatever he's doing in front of his sister. Good night, Terry. Sweet dreams. Kind of sounds like a GG. Oh, Terry. What's in your pocket? No, don't reach in my pocket. I don't like where this is going. He pulls out his meat. G. Start the timer. Haha. 44 hours. Definitely a fun game. Save credit. Yeah. New Game Plus, I'm guessing. Never seen this monster. I mean, it's probably, yeah, optional dungeons and stuff like that, but not really feasible. 151? I had 130 something. There's definitely more than 151 of them. We're probably about 3/4 of the way through the monster list. No, I'm just going for credits. I got too many games to play to play like the New Game Plus. You know, spend a good 45 hours. If I had spent like 15 hours, I would definitely keep going. But 45 hours, it's like it's not really feasible to continue New Game Plus on a game, especially with thousands of other games to play. But yeah, fantastic game. Fantastic music, great graphics, a lot of fun. It definitely scratches that itch. That's probably that horn beetle thing, horn beat. What monster is that one? Looks like some sort of devil. There's whatever that dude we just fought. A lot of these monsters I haven't seen. There's a sky dragon. That's a little different than the sky dragon. Different coloring. Taboo. The hell is that thing? That must be a slime we missed then. That thing at the end there looks like a sun. It looks like a slime, so. Oh, top monsters per class? Well, not that guy. This beast thing, I didn't really get that many beasts, so I didn't really work on the beast class too much. Is it gold slime? imagine Gold Slime probably would have been even like stronger than the Metal Slime. Problem is, if I had to use another Metal Slime King, I would have had to get a decent Metal Slime King, because if I got like a basic where it was just like Metal Slime to Metal Slime to Metal Babble to Metal Slime King, that would have given me a really crappy Gold Slime. So I think my Metal Slime King was probably, it's kind of hard to beat. I don't think a Gold Slime would have been an upgrade, to be honest. Gold Golem? I never got a Gold Golem. What's the recipe for that? Give me that meat. Obviously material. Probably Stone Man plus, well, it wouldn't be Stone Man plus Gold Slime. That wouldn't make sense. See, I knew there'd be a result for Lava Man and Iceman. I could not find the recipe for Iceman, though. I never found one in the wild, and I never found a recipe for it, so I wanted to try Lava Man plus Iceman, and the only Iceman I've seen the entire game was the one that the one dude offered for breeding. Give me the meat, and I'll be your pal. What'd be more interesting is the question mark family. I found one of them. Well, probably two, because I found the recipe for Hargon. I'm assuming Hargon was another one of that family, but I would have required to take my Metal Slime King, and no way. Blizzardry is easy. I got the Rainhawk. Rainhawk I got because there's a book in the library that tells you to do you know, ice and fire. So I got the Rainhawk when I combined Blizzardry and Phoenix, and Blizzardry is actually really easy to get because you get those from the Wandering Masters. So I got like quite a few Blizzardries actually. Oh yeah, there's definitely more. Record your quest. Oops. I hit B. God damn it. I accidentally canceled that, but whatever. I'm not going to continue anyways, so. That's kind of annoying. It doesn't give you, like, are you sure? No. It's just like, whoops. You hit the wrong option. It's like, alright. It's like, see ya. Ah, well. New Arena Challenger 994. Gate. Yeah, family-specific dungeons. That'd probably be a good way of getting specific classes and that. There'd definitely be a lot of extra content, but not really feasible. Kind of sucks I hit the wrong button there, though. That's kind of a slap in the face. You hit the wrong button, and you gotta like redo the entire Starry Night tournament. Well, I guess the Starry Night tournament isn't bad compared to that last... The boss fight against Terry and like the boss rush there. That was way harder. The Starry Night tournament, I mean, my Metal Queen can single-handedly take that, so... Oh yeah, that would definitely do it. Mid-Habbles, yeah. Metal Babbles. Because leveling is slow in this game. Like, very, very slow. That's one of the biggest problems. Like, did my Metal Queen ever... I don't think she ever even reached, like, level 20. And I used her since we got a Metal King, so... That was like 3 streams ago. Alright, so yeah. So that is game 222 complete. Our first game 2000, which feels like a game from, you know, 20 years ago, considering, you know, it's like NES level in terms of the style, but let's turn off the Game Boy here. Alright, that's game 222 done. So, it's pretty late in the night, so we won't really have enough time to start the next game on our list, but it's 2019, yeah, we're catching up. Got 19 more years to go, right? So yeah, so the next game on our list is going to be Parasite Eve 2. I won't start it tonight, but I will start that tomorrow. So we're gonna be back to the PlayStation, and oh god, yeah, 7 Cross Evolution is going to be an interesting one. That's going to be, we got a couple more Game Boy Color games in a row. Jeez, Sega Frontier 2 and another big one there. Sega Frontier is our longest game of RPG Quest so far, so let's see how Sega Frontier 2 comes along. From what I understand, it's not as long because it's like more linear. I guess there's less characters and like there's not like 7 characters to play through. But guess we'll find that out. But yeah, so I'll be back on tomorrow. I should be back on tomorrow probably relatively early Eastern time. Probably early afternoon at the latest. Like a couple things to do in the morning, but I should be able to start Parasite Eve 2 tomorrow. And if it's anything like Parasite Eve 1, it's probably going to be relatively short. If I didn't count the Pricer building, Parasite Eve 1 was like what, 8 hours? It was super short, so I don't know how 2 is in comparison, but probably not super long anyways. So I'd probably rate it a 5. I enjoyed the game quite a bit, and I could definitely see like if I owned this as a kid and had a Game Boy Color, I'd be playing this thing to death. I would do like the optional dungeons. I would keep going. I'd try like every monster combination. I mean, I would as a kid, I probably would have picked up a guide because God, there's probably so many freaking recipes, especially those the question mark family. I mean, I'd be curious to see what like the most powerful monster is. It's probably like insane, but it's probably like you wouldn't need it anyways. So 3 or 4 times as a kid, yeah. But back then I didn't have Game Boy Color, so mind you, I wouldn't have been a kid at this point. In 2000, I would have been like 17. Am I doing the math right on that one? No, not 17. Where the hell I get 17? I would have been, God, I would have been 21. Yeah, so definitely not a kid at that point. So, uh, you know, still would have been fun, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna call it there for tonight. So I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll start Parasite Eve 2 then. Let's see if there's anybody online still streaming. Do, 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 do. I got Water Maven's playing some more Shmupper Day, playing some cool shmups. So we'll give him a host, and we'll go from there. So, in the meantime, though, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed Dragon Quest Monsters, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for start of Parasite Eve 2. So, have a great night, guys. Catch you all next time. Bye for now.